ISL Prime League.
Gentlemen, welcome to Cactus Valley, this wonderful landscape here. It is going to be a best-of-3 series to kick things off. This first player representing Samsung Galaxy, it is the blue Zerg player in the bottom right.
Samsung Galaxy Solar.
And his opponent in the bottom left, four-time ASL Prime veteran. It is the Red Root Terran.
Root Gaming Kelazhur.
Yeah, I accidentally dragged you down with me by saying the team name, because Saber did the wonderful name intros that I believe have the team names as well.
Oh, the team as well? To be honest, I completely forgot we had the intros. This is my first time back on ASL Prime this season. And
yeah.
I just,
but I mean, like,
caught myself.
I did it too, and I was just like, it's too late, I gotta go. But I'm not gonna tell Trigano so that he does it too, and we just, I look a little, I don't know.
Sorry, nobody noticed. Nobody knows anything.
Of course not.
Of course not.
So here we go, TVZ here on Cactus Valley, and look at the spawn position is gonna be, the bottom spawn, so, I don't know. I don't think this is too bad.
It's not awful. Like, I'm trying to rotate round clockwise. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I think it would be worse if Kelazhur was up in like top right. Then he'd be able to expand forwards and then have like a nice kind of drop angle into Solar's main, as well as being able to apply a lot of pressure onto the third.
Exactly. Yeah, that is where things kind of get a little.
Yeah, that's where it gets really ugly. But as it is, it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, so we'll see how this game does go out. I'm kind of excited to see exactly how Solar is going to be approaching this one, because I was watching him yesterday. I was casting him, actually, and he seemed to just play a very, very, standard style. He let his macro carry him to victory most of the time, and then it pretty much was the Terran player that he played in the semifinals, Spear. He let Spear kind of do the more aggressive stuff, right? So yeah, he won in a macro game, and then it made Spear feel like, oh great, I got to do something, to change things up. And then he just would deflect that as well. So
I wonder.
Like,
yeah, I did kind of wonder how much that was playing against the player as well, because I feel like Spear is generally relatively aggressive, certainly with his drops at least, like harassy if nothing else.
Yep.
So I don't know.
The finals, by the way, not the semi. Sorry.
Oh right, yeah. Maybe if Solar just like defended Spear's drops, I didn't see it, but I'm just theorizing. If Solar defended a bunch of Spear's drops and made Spear feel like he had to do something a bit more like full-on aggressive, but I think there's a lot more room to that in a finals that's best of 5 or best of 7 than in just a best of 3 group stage match as well.
Yeah, I agree. So. Solar not going to get the first scout, actually. Not even his Overlord got the first scout, and this Ling is going to get the wrong scout here as well, as it goes up to the top left. And Kelazhur, he already knows. He sent out an SCV, I believe.
Yeah, I saw an SCV running around somewhere.
But he didn't open up with a Reaper. He's getting the gas, and then he goes into a quicker factory and gets the Marine out. So he might be able to get this Overlord kill. Would have to lift up something to kill it, though.
Yeah, much faster. I do kind of prefer that in Cactus Valley. It's just a much larger map, and as an all-spawn, 4-spawn map, unless you get lucky with your SCV scout, as Kelazhur did, or with the way you send your Reaper, it's not as possible. It's not as guaranteed to get that scouting, or and it's a lot less possible to get any kind of damage. So I think the Hellions are a lot of a better bet, especially considering how wide the ramp is on Cactus.
Exactly.
Solar is making some effort to wall it off. But, oh no, I'm thinking of Iron Fortress. Cactus Valley actually has a fairly small ramp. Ignore me.
It's like a weird, especially when you're going from the natural to like the little cross in the middle of the crossroads is what I call them, but...
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Well, we might see something a little different here out of both players. Hellion Banshee, of course, out of Kelazhur makes me wonder if he will drop the armory at any point, but On Solar's side, he drops a Roach Warren right in plain sight. So he's putting it there, and he says, "Hey, you know, there's no secret. You scout me, you're gonna see this. You know, what are you gonna do about it?"
Do you think is this just a safety Roach Warren, or does Solar play like 1/1 Roach or Roach Bane too often? Oh wow, 8 Roaches. That's quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they could be safety. I don't know how much you can do with 8 Roaches, but they will protect you from any kind of Hellion. So
For sure.
the fact that it is going to be Banshee, this is going to be great. All he has to do is use the Roaches to keep his queen safe as he deals with the Banshee.
No, these are definitely aggressive. 12 Lings following up, and
Oh, God.
if you're just making defensive Roaches, it's like 3 to 5. 8 is way more than most players will make. Did Kelazhur see the Roaches coming out there?
I think he did with the Hellions.
Yeah,
So
just spotting them.
yeah, this is going to probably keep the Banshee at home. I don't believe that Solar knows that the Banshee's on the way, but yeah, but he's going to have to get his Hellions back. Unless he decides to use them to counterattack. Oh, God. So he's going to use his Banshee to kill all of these Roaches. It's going to take forever, man.
It's going to take a while, and there's a bunch of Lings out as well, though they're having to deal with these Hellions in third base. Kelazhur's getting straight into middle line, poking down that Queen, having to run away from the Lings, and taking back pretty nicely. Of course, back across the map, just repairing that bunker to the best visibility, and the Banshee's gone out, poking away at those Roaches, and they are going to have to back on off. These Hellions still doing damage.
Yep. They're fighting 2 Queens, though, at the moment. Not really getting too many drone kills, actually. They got 12. Never mind. Wow. I just looking, there were so many there. I think that Solar remade them, but dang, that's a lot of drone kills. As there is a Banshee also getting... That must have been what it is. 10 kills on the Banshee. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. That Hellion did not look like it did much. Kelazhur getting a lot of kills and didn't really take too much from the Roaches.
Yeah, he's in a great position here right now.
Wow.
Solar's upgrades are pretty behind. Like, his economy is way worse than it should be at this point, generally. And he doesn't have a Bailey Nest, he doesn't have a Spire or anything to show for it. He's just got this Roach Warren, which won't really be too much use as the game goes on.
Nope. I mean, the style that Kelazhur is going to be going for is going to be Bios, so he did open up with the Hellion Banshee, did a lot with the Banshee, and then forced a bit of a defense here at the third base for Solar. But this was great, I think, out of Kelazhur by defending that, because now he has a third command center, getting his upgrades. All of his production facilities are just now being made, and then he can take his third base in a location that is going to be a little bit harder to harass. Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't take the forward one and try to, like, go toe-to-toe with Solar and just be like, yo, come at me, let's see what happens.
Yeah, a bit more defensive, but do you know, I actually think Kelazhur could afford to be a bit more aggressive. Solar's been macroing so hard. There's like no units on the field nearly. Just those Roaches that he used to try and do a bit of harass. And only now have Ling's been started. I guess by the time Kelazhur actually had that third established as a point to push forward from, Solar would be up and running a bit more. But as it is, Solar's on 66 drones. He's probably going to want to be looking towards taking a fourth. Sometime too soon, but damn, Kelazhur has 3 Banshees out.
Yeah, Kelazhur is doing a lot of work with these as well. It's kind of messing around with Solar because he did skip out on that Spire for a while, and he hasn't even been taking his other gases, at least the one in the main. Okay, never mind, he has the ones at the third. Jeez, observant me, but I look at the main and I'm like, uh-oh. He needs to get a few more, but no, I think he's going to be alright for now. But these 3 Banshees, with delayed mutas, are getting a lot more done than they usually would.
Yeah, they just like popped straight into a Spore Crawler range to kill off a Queen and got it down like 3 shots, I think. And now the drop start as well. Kelazhur has a pretty good drop path through to the natural of Solar. And the Banshees are just already in the main, killing off this macro hatchery.
The drop path is perfect for the style that he chose. Since he's pulling everything up to the main and he could even go to the third with these Banshees, these units at the natural should be able to do quite a bit of damage, but it looks like a lot of the units of Solar are coming. And Kelazhur picks up right in time. Only loses 2 Marines.
Not shabby at all, killing off quite a few Lings there. And another group. Oh, he didn't get it? Oh, he's going to get it. Oh my god, last
right
shot.
at the last shot.
But same time, Kelazhur pushing forwards as it had to be driven back by this Zoe Bane here from Solar, and will be driven back. Quite lucky, because that's a lot of Overlords. If those all gone down, it would have been trouble.
Like if he had a much better, I mean, I guess if the Lings and Banes weren't right there, he would have lost a lot. That could have messed him up too. But what do you think of this though? The Corruptors coming out with the Roaches style that I haven't really seen too many
like
players
the dark
master.
style, mixing in those Corruptors. It's really interesting. Like you have to be I think you have to be very, very good mechanically to do it. Mainly with your multitasking, splitting off groups of your army to deal with drops, because you don't have the muters, which are like generally how Zerg deals with the drops. One medevac with Marines, a decent-sized mutable will take care of that. Whereas the Corruptors, like, you have to be much more proactive, much more better with your map vision to see the medevacs coming in and send the Corruptors in. But in actual fights, I think they can be more powerful. Like,
I love them in the fights.
They stay alive a lot more, so you have more gas for main things. This fourth base, this was a great start. Kelazhur just has such a good path through to attack Solar's fourth. But yeah, they stay alive a lot longer. They're so tanky. They spawn with 2 armor, so Marines like just don't kill them.
Don't do it.
You can bait out Widow Mines onto the main bio, and they kind of sit in the back and just kill off medevacs from really long range.
Speaking of Widow Mines, Kelazhur goes into the main with 4 Widow Mines in the drop, 3 medevacs full of units here. Not too much anti-air though, and Kelazhur's gonna get pushed away, but he's also pushing into that Overlord Haven. Not quite a safe one though. Not at all. They did not want a vacation there. Oh no, we were talking about this, and Solar still kept them there.
Yeah, Solar, what are you listening, man? Come on! He's got a good Roach concave, but Roaches just do not trade well against Sim Bio, especially not
don't even have speed.
Medevac behind them. With the Banes coming in, though, Kelazhur's going to have to lift off and get out of there.
Oh, that hit! This is great. Look at the supply of Kelazhur. I mean, he's floating a lot right now, so I feel like if he's able to keep on spending this, and if he gets a really nice position here with this 4th base, he should be able to overwhelm Solar. I mean, the only downfall, he needs to spend it all. You know, this is the power of that kind of economy, and if you float, it doesn't really help you at all now, does it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really doing anything. There's 1,200 mils aren't really doing anything with Kelazhur right now, but Solar just cannot get a 4th base established. There's no good place to take one. You take it towards the turn, then they prey push into you. Take it in this place that's so far away, and I mean, all the mainlings.
And on the other side, after that,
GG
pushes into the middle for the win. GG.
Wow. Back to Iron Fortress for map number 2. Down here in the bottom right, we have the red Terran player.
Root Gaming, Kelazhur.
And on the bottom left, he is the blue Zerg player.
Samsung Galaxy, Solar.
Solar.
Samsung Galaxy.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much the most fitting name for his team. Like, not many players have such a great, hand in hand.
I want to see Solar versus Supernova.
We had that once. In ASL, I think. I swear it happened. Oh man, I'm thinking in my head. I swear this has happened before. Samsung Galaxy Solar versus Supernova. I'm thinking like Foxtrot Labs for some reason.
Foxtrot
I don't
Labs,
know, man. I don't know. Something in my head is ticking right now, Trigonal. So.
They played a fair amount.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't know. No. I'm believing. I am holding on to it. I am holding on. Oh yeah, because Solar's never played in the ASL, has he?
No, that's true. They played in WCS Korea, and they played in they played in Base Trade Hell to Boot Time qualifiers recently.
Oh, okay.
And they played in SSL also, SSL qualifier. But,
no, it wasn't the Hell It's a Boot Time. I don't know. There was a song that we did that had lyrics like that, like when a star in a solar system goes supernova, it doesn't mean that anything in life should be over. But I could have sworn that there was one time where it might have been a supernova versus like another kind of star kind of name. Oh, but Anyways.
Maybe.
I'm gonna look at it. Look for it
Stardust?
afterwards. Stardust,
Like a
maybe.
3-3?
I think that's what it was. It could have been.
Maybe that's what I think of. But
Man, I just wish it came to my head. I wish I was Artosis and remembered everything about everything.
I wish I was a Ligulac. I don't know who they are, but their memory is incredible.
Got that name. They got that name. It just rolls off the tongue, you know.
Yeah,
I think that's why Red Eye always references it. He loves saying like, "Oh, but on the Ligulac stat," like.
It's brilliant though. It is
Rolls
absolutely
right off the
fantastic.
tongue. Yep. So looking like we have a pretty standard opener out of Solar with the speed, but Kelazhur not opening up with 2 gases this time. Oh wait, never mind, I lied. He just puts it down. And hey, I wonder if we're going to see another kind of Banshee play. Seemed to work out pretty well for him last time.
Yeah, possibly. I think he's been heading in the same sort of direction, but Solar's the one mixing it up this time. Instead of saving up that gas for a load of roaches that didn't do anything, this time he's putting it towards speed, which is going to be great later on. And it's just a fantastic defensive tool early as well. Just putting 2 drones back into gas. He's only had 1 mining gas for a little while. As he saves up probably for a lair, because if it was a Bane nest, he'd be putting it down pretty soon. So yeah, it looks like a much more kind of standard style out of Solar. Although actually, I say that, what I actually mean is it looks a little bit more like maybe a 2-base Muta or something, like the lair before
perhaps.
3rd base. I don't know.
I would say so. The fact that it is about almost a 630 and he's getting his 4 gases, he's getting 3 for now. You may just be right though, because he hasn't got his 3rd yet, and he hasn't put down a Roach Warren or an Evo or anything like that to indicate that maybe he would want to do some kind of early aggression and use his gas on all of that.
Yeah, no, I think this definitely looks a lot like 2-base Muta build, but Kelazhur, is he going to scout it? Comes in, sees a few of these extractors, just 2 extractors at the natural. I don't feel like you can read too much into that. It's seeing that extra extractor in the main that really is going to tip him off if he can manage to do it. But the Lings, it looks like, don't quite drive him away. No, yes,
Nope.
he stops for a second. Oh, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, he didn't keep on going. He decided to take 1 more shot. So he can kind of think about it, but he doesn't know 100%, right? I don't know if at least he did go. He didn't go to the other 3rd, by the way.
No, he didn't take the other 3rd. That's the 3rd that I would expect Solar to take as well. So I don't think Kelazhur really knows yet. He didn't see the lair, he didn't see the lack of 3rd, and he didn't see that.
No, and he's going for Banshees here, Trig. So I think that's one of the best openers you can do against Banshee. You get your lair out so you can at least get your Overseer to deal with it earlier before the Queens. Before the actual Mutas come out. You can use your Queens instead.
Kelazhur has 2 Marines. He's just cancelled the add-on on his barracks to transfer it onto another add-on, and maybe he'll start producing Marines now, but there's going to be a bunch of Mutas on the way very, very shortly, and I don't see Kelazhur having more than 5 Marines by the time these Mutas arrive.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Kelazhur. I think he realizes that he's not going to get too much done with the Banshees. He makes only 1, and he doesn't even go for the Cloak. So switching out into Bio right after that and drops a 3rd command center, he's just going to have to get as much done with these Hellions and Banshees for now. Or at least the Banshees. It's really the Banshees you want to get some stuff done with.
Scan in the main.
He just says nope.
See the Spire, and Kelazhur actually brings everything back.
Wow. Like everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't decide to suicide any of his units. And that may be good, though, the fact that he did at least force a lot of units out of Solar. Usually you want to just be droning after you do get the Mutas out. So, but, it's a much safer option to get those Lings and Banes out.
Yeah, this does let Solar get a 3rd base up much, much faster and frees up the Mutas to actually be going across the map. Of course, having got that money scan, Kelazhur has got those missile turrets up and protecting his production, protecting his mineral lines, protecting his upgrades, all the key places. Maybe could use one as well, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I would love it if he used the Hellions in a different way, because they're not going to really do much here at home. And he just doesn't want to lose them, I guess, and maybe save them to make Hellbats after he gets his armory. That's the only thing that I can really think of. But the Banshee's going to go all the way around the map and try to get some damage done. But these Marines, there's really not a lot of them here. Mutas are definitely bullying.
Ooh, yeah, he's lost one, but he's traded for a few Marines and nearly took out that refinery. As it is, it's going to be a little bit tough for Kelazhur to actually land his third CC for a little while until he actually gets up a decent Marine count that can contend with what Solar has at the minute. Though, yeah, as you mentioned, Kelazhur's Banshee is doing some pretty good work over here.
Yeah, got 6 kills so far, and that's actually a lot of kills to get when Mutas are already out on the map. So, you know, not too bad. Made a little bit of use out of them. Not bad. Not great, but, you know, not bad.
yeah, as much as you can expect when, as you say, Mutas are already out on the map. Pretty much the ideal counter Banshees. Banshees don't do that well with things that can shoot at them anyway. And,
I know, right? Yeah.
If even they can't shoot back,
it's even worse.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this sucks, you know, I got about 3 seconds left in my life, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, what do you do there? You just contemplate, like, maybe the next time, kind of write a note in your cockpit, right? So that, or in your black box, you just put it in, like, okay, the next time you make the schematics for...
come on, for anti-egg.
Shoot up.
Yeah. Kelazhur takes out a lot of active creep tumors there, but Solar has an enormous amount of active creep tumors, so I'm not sure it matters all that much. A little bit of pause time from Kelazhur.
Pause when a scan is going on the minimap, it still goes.
Yeah, I don't notice that. I wonder if it lost the whole
getting lag. Yeah, Kelazhur playing from Brazil, and Solar is playing from Korea, so I assume that they both are getting some kind of lag.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it just depends.
Yeah, so I was saying, of course, he's playing to NA, so he's getting a little bit of a delay on his things, but... I would say that lag, just not lag, like delay, like playing to cross server, affects Zerg players more than any other race because of the way Zerg macro works. Like if you're 1 second behind on a drone, then you're going to be like 1 second plus the second for minerals behind. You're going to be the amount of minerals that drone would have mined behind, plus the lag on the next drone, and then it just stacks and stacks and stacks. So,
like over time. Oh yeah, I never really thought of that. Like, but if you think about it, like for like Terran, where I guess like because you queue it up, right?
Yeah, because you queue it, it doesn't actually matter so much. Whereas Zerg production is just like kind of multi-threaded, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas you just queue up for all the other races.
No, I know that.
So that's my thoughts on it anyway.
No, that took me a while to like when I was playing Zerg, like the importance of making your drones on time and not like when you're floating and you don't make those drones, and just like the fact that it's oh, okay. Well, it looks like Kelazhur has been getting lag like this all day, so
shame.
It could just be the connection, you know. You never know if blame. I don't know what in Brazil.
I don't know whether he's in the root house at the minute or not. I guess not, given that.
Well, you know what? No. The root house has actually been getting some issues with Comcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They've been getting some big issues. So he actually could be there. Who knows?
Maybe. Oh, so I'm moving forwards. A little bit too aggressive then. Steps on the back. But, Solo has re-established control of that centre of the map and is getting his creep spread back up at Kelazhur. Realising he can't really push in there, he's going to load up the medevac. And, Solo sees this and he's going to hunt it down. Oh, man, that's going to be too dead.
And it already uses boost. I don't think he's paying attention, though. Really lucky there for Kelazhur.
Yeah, a little bit, but Solo's focused elsewhere as those two medevacs going towards his natural. Fighting Kelazhur just as faction needs to move this army onto the centre of the map and take out all this creep spread as the Lingbei Muta clears up the drop in the natural.
Yeah, for pretty minimal losses as well. Like, you have to do something else on another front if you're gonna lose 2 medevacs full of units, and he went and cleared a little bit of it, but I mean, you said it right before we got back from the pause. The density of the creep tumors was pretty crazy, so even though he cleared a lot of them, look at how much is still there.
I know, but the thing is, a lot of those are inactive now. There's only like, what, 3...
And they
4,
just
5,
keep it down,
6 active creep tumors. 7 active creep tumors on like the whole map. There's 8, 9. But a bunch of them on the actual creep spreading fronts. On the actual creep spreading fronts, there are 6 creep tumors, and only 3 of them are actually spreading towards Kelazhur. So as he takes 2 of them out, he's getting big surrounded. Are great though. Bits and rings flying everywhere, and the Widowmines do what they can, but It's already a bit late there. Kelazhur.
Yeah, he's not really able to get a lot done here. He is dropping at the 4th of Solar. He is gonna maybe be able to get this hatchery, but I don't think so. Solar seems to be able to get here in time, and there wasn't any real drone kills there, I believe. So the hatchery might have lost life, but it's not too, not too much of a loss for Solar.
Yeah, it's not bad, but he did lose, I think, 1 or 2 Marines and maybe, sorry, not Marines, Mutalisks, and I think about 3 or 4 drones as well. So.
Nice.
I'd say it was like an okay drop. It wasn't great, but it's probably cost efficient. Yeah, Kelazhur moving forward now. He wants to try and establish control of his Zelnaga tower and get his Widow Mines burrowed up. Drilling Claw's just about to finish up as well, and that'll help a lot in Kelazhur's mobility and ability to take surprise engagements. Not to mention the fact that his 3-3 is now on the way.
It is, and Solus's 2-2 is just about to complete.
Yeah.
So if they were going to fight, now would be a great time for Kelazhur, but 2-2 does finish in time. And the Mutas are finally going to be able to get onto the production. Uh-oh. This is a big deal here for Kelazhur if he's going to try to trade anytime soon, but looks like he's not. He's going all the way back home.
Yeah, with so many Marines coming out at once, they do fight fairly well against those Mutas.
Oh!
A lot of those
Claws,
Mutas
baby.
fighting those Marines, and
this is actually pretty action-packed. Kelazhur is dropping at the top left, and then Solar is going to be doing also a counterattack on the 3rd of Kelazhur, while Kelazhur is also dropping the natural. So, Kelazhur definitely showing how good his multitasking is at the moment.
He's all over the place right now. This drop is doing some critical damage here at the 4th base, but in the main, a few...
Oh, the 3rd of Kelazhur, There's a lot of banelings going in, and...
That's a lot of banelings. What are you doing, Soa?
And you know what?
Hey,
that could have been so much worse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were just perfectly spread out. Man.
Well, anyway, that was funny. I'm glad we were able to witness that.
Yeah, at least we saw something. I reckon what happened is Solar rally pointed his banelings, and then, because units do their thing, even without you scouting, it's blocked off.
Yep.
Those were not the Baneling connections.
Wow, but that was a great Widow Mine connection. Can you get another one? No, it will not. But that's a pretty decent trade there. That was,
yeah. A lot of Banelings going off on Marauders, but in the end, Solar just has a bit too much economy at the minute.
Yeah, his economy is looking pretty strong. He was at 84 drones before all of those drops, and now he's at 81. So either he lost only 3 workers, or he just made them that much faster, as he anticipated to lose them.
I think he's lost more than 4 workers. For 3.
Well, I meant at that point.
Yeah, he's just so on top of his, getting it done, getting those things coming back up. He's actually even managed to find space to start a hive. So once that completes, he can start adding on Ultralisk, start adding on 3-3, and equalizing Kelazhur. And I don't know how he's affording this, along with 21 Banelings in production.
So many Banelings, yeah. He's been making a lot, especially with the...
Crazy.
Just using them in the fight, and then also getting that counterattack done. Kelazhur, though, he does get that 4th base finally. Although there is another base right to the north of it. Kelazhur's army supply is insane, and he has 3-3, so this could be pretty big if he's able to take a favorable engagement.
Yeah, it could be painful for Solar, but if Solar can hold on until he equalizes the upgrades and gets ultras out, he should be able to sweep this. Because actually, so far, even with Kelazhur's little upgrade advantage, a little Ling run by into the 4th base, 3rd base of Kelazhur, do some damage as the main.
Yep, and another drop going down inside of the natural. The Mutas are going to have to come back home. And Kelazhur is making his big push right now. He realizes that he does have 3-3. Solar might be getting caught as he is transitioning into Hive, because he is not investing into any more Banelings. He wants to get, he definitely wants to get the upgrades as well as the Adrenal Glands and Ultralisk Caverns, but he is getting hit right at the perfect time here, at least for Kelazhur.
Yeah, nice Widow Mine base though, do force Kelazhur to back off. And over in his 3rd base, it's in shambles. Everything's burning down, the CC's getting taken out, but Kelazhur is just barely able to deny that 4th base. Of course, not such a huge deal for Solar. He does have the replacement up in the top left, but he's starting to mine out in his main, so he needs to actually have almost 4 full bases mining to really be able to keep up with Kelazhur.
Yeah, I mean, what he's going to try to do is use the Mutas to kind of breathe he needs to be able to force Kelazhur home so that he can get everything droned up, making sure that he's able to get that economy rolling again, because Kelazhur, you know, he's just going to be dropping mules for now and sending those SCVs that he had kind of left over from that big attack at the third. He's only up to 40 himself. So, but look at the upgrades that Solar's finally able to get, you know. He did not want to make all those Banes because now he can get all of these crucial upgrades and not fall behind in the late game.
Yeah, that would be great when he's got those finished up. And as well, as much as Solar needs to get like the 5th base established, Kelazhur, because of the mules, he's been starting to mine out of his natural. So with Solar making it so difficult to cure this 4th base, and the 3rd base just having a Ling poking away at it, Kelazhur is also actually starting to run really low on resources. Looking at the income tab, he's way down at like half the income of his opponent nearly. Okay, the mule hammer's just been dropped and it's nearly equal, but when I started the sentence, yeah, Kelazhur had a massive income disadvantage, and Solar, having finally established like 5 full bases, looking great, and this is a really scary Ling Bane army.
It really is. It's all up to the splits right now. I mean, there is so much medevac energy, and 20 of them are in the sky at the moment, so as long as he doesn't get everything rolled over, you know, if the Banes don't just completely obliterate everything on the ground, these will be able to at least keep them up for a bit, or if he trades a bit inefficiently, for Solar's sake.
Yeah, a little bit of a drop going out. But Solar spots it with that Overlord being invaluable so far this game, populating all the drops, and Kelazhur's going to try and take it out. Hopefully Solar remembers to put it back.
He doesn't even have Overlord speed, and he's catching these.
Yeah, that's true, actually. The Mutas, again, trying to buy a bit of breathing space, are actually going to kill this CC.
Oh, no.
So important, because Kelazhur's really relying on those mules, especially when he's down at 32 SCVs right now. And this is Kelazhur's drop into the natural. But he has to do crippling damage and open up enough space for him to snipe at least one base. That looks like what he's trying to do as the army positions over towards the top right-hand side of the map. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Solar's already up there.
Yeah, he's rolling there with a lot of Banelings, and they don't have the 3-3 just yet, but 3 attack is going to be finishing very soon. And Widowmine not going to really be doing too much. Solar getting ready to defend here. I think he can do it, but he's taking a little bit of damage at his natural. He is really nice with this defense here, not rolling everything up to defend, making sure that he has just enough.
Yeah, he's splitting around and doing everything he can. But yeah, Ultras on the way as well. Chitin spacing for those Ultras. Sort of coming towards complete. And the income is just so far in Solar's favour. Although, not as far as it was recently, because Kelazhur's been doing some good harass up the top left-hand base from Solar, but
yeah, it's all about the efficiency here, I think. You know, if Kelazhur's able to like not take too much more economic damage, he keeps on taking it though. I mean, he's only mining off of 1 base technically, as far as minerals go. So he can't just lose everything. Like that's like my biggest fear is that he goes in and then doesn't split and loses all of his marines and then he's dead. Yeah. And those can trade efficiently, Trigonal.
They can definitely trade.
Seen it many times.
A very wise man once said, Widowmines are always cost efficient for somebody. But sometimes they can backfire a little, and we've seen Solar do pretty well at baking them out. And oh god, no!
Oh my god! Hell, a lot of things going on, but you know what?
Solar just kept those Mutalists above Kelazhur's army. I think he would have taken out like most of the medevacs and all the marines.
And that's pretty much what he wants to do at this point. I don't think he realizes how much of in a good position he is if he's able to just trade out really well with Kelazhur. But he's starting to bleed out, and Kelazhur is just brutal right now. 4 Widowmines at the drop. I believe they ended up getting dropped at the top left base, and he's dropping at the bottom base again at the natural. Kelazhur is everywhere this game. Like what in the Wheaties did he eat today?
Yeah, and there's Widowmines just spread out everywhere. Solar just throwing away Ultras left and right, and starting to run out of units. The Widowmines just
what? This could be it.
Huge back of Widowmines though.
Banes are still alive.
Yeah, that was pretty good for Solar.
But you know, this is not like Solar's starting to die. Really, he's just kind of trading here with Kelazhur and not disrupting his economy. So there's 1 base really mining here for Kelazhur. If that gets disrupted at all, and it's not even like the cooling tower is taken down, you know, he kind of ends it there. But
yeah, but Solar only has 4 Mutalisks left. can't really afford to reproduce. He can get a bit of breathing space with a good engagement. Then he can afford to put some gas into Mutalisk rather than Banelings, and actually hold on a bit better. But Kelazhur escapes here with a drop full of units. He's going to... I mean, I say escapes, but...
Almost. They thought they escaped. I mean, he could try to get a... You know what? He could try to snipe that base, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Marauders, you got this. You got this. No, you don't.
Okay. But you know what? Next drop is basically guaranteed. Widowmines don't get the best connections, and Kelazhur has to lift up and get on out of there. I don't know if Solar could have pursued there, but I think it's the safer choice not to.
But, you know, he's still on 52 drones. The upgrades, I mean, I'm so happy that Solar decided to go for those upgrades instead of just trying to defend that one time. Because right now, that's the only way that he's able to really get these great trades. So, the Mulehammer has been dropped, though. The other base is now functioning. And Solar is able to breathe. I think the most important part is that Solar is able to breathe.
He's able to breathe. He's able to start reproducing Mutalisks, and these are things that are going to disrupt Kelazhur's economy. Kelazhur's so fragile economy. The main CC has lifted over towards the 4th base. Solar request pause now. But
it's getting real. It's getting real over here.
Getting hype. But as you said, that 4th base is like where almost all of Kelazhur's SCVs are. 18. There's like 10 SCVs mining gas some other place. They just transferred over to the top base. But yeah, if like half of those SCVs are taken out, Kelazhur's mineral mining is just swiped down. And Solar, the tools he needs to do that, the Mutalisk, and he just finished up 6. There's another one on the way. So he's up on 10 Mutalisks now and feeling a lot more comfortable being able to do that. He can even like start to fight the missile turret maybe, but the 4th base up in the top left
goes down.
5th base even Solar, softened up those Marauders earlier. So that stings.
It does, because this is like, you know, Solar doesn't need this. He needs to be able to utilize all of these drones because everything is pretty much mined out for Solar as well. So these bases are incredibly important to Solar equally. As whoa, that was a very close. Widow mine efficiency at its best.
That's disgusting.
Like all of those Banes, Solar he can't simply afford that. You know?
Yeah, man, that was crazy. But, I mean, Solar was in a really great position. I think he was starting to really get back into a dominant position, but that kind of turned it around. The army now really lies in favor of Kelazhur, and Solar's once great economy, well, I say great in a relative term, like he having had the top left base sniped, it's just now getting towards finished up. So he'll be back up and running soon. But Kelazhur's bought himself enough time to actually get his own 4th base going, ticking along pretty nicely as well. So they've kind of equalized a bit more now, I feel.
Yeah, they really have, I think. It's just the mules. A lot of those orbital commands are still functioning. I think every one of these bases are orbital. Oh, no, the one on the left is not. It's actually a planetary. But here comes a engagement. Marauders versus Ultras. 3-3.
2 of the Ultras actually get away. That's a bit surprising. I would have expected Kelazhur to pursue them a little more aggressively, considering they're on such low health. But he gets them out. Doesn't want to be too aggressive, step too far forwards.
Apparently not. But I mean, he's about to. He's not even going for the drops anymore. He's just pushing again, realizing the position he's in. I think Solar is. This is his last leg. This is all that he has. The last stand. Is Kelazhur going to beat Solar 2-0 and go to the winner's match right now? The Widowmines get beautiful hits beforehand.
Yeah, that's what Kelazhur wants to see. There's so many worlds here. The Ultras just die like paper. And the Mutas are going to do what they can, but 3-3 Marines against Mutas, that is not a good day for Mutas. But you know what? It looks like they've got enough numbers just barely to break through, but it doesn't even matter. Those Marauders tear through everything. And GG, Kelazhur 2-0.
Whoa. Well then. Now I know I'm going to get it from Saber. We're both going to get it from Saber.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.